Hello and welcome, Silrace here, and as you can see we are in Coldharbour again. There are a couple reasons for this. Firstly, I decided to re-roll myself over onto the US server, and I will talk some reasons of that while we are making our way through some of the boring parts of the Coldharbour. So, the previous two episodes of this, leveling process have been erased from my channel. They no longer exist or whatnot by the time this video goes up anyway. They might still be there while I'm recording it. However, character-wise we are making the same, except we have a different hairstyle and slightly different hair color on top of that. So, that about it. I was struggling to find a, okay, and there is a more prominent scar on the face. I was struggling to find a good looking short hairstyle, and there is just not a good, short hairstyle for ladies present. You basically have to go afro or bald or long hair. That's basically the three choices. I mean, there's various buns and ponytails, but there is just not a neat looking, or rather a simple looking short hairstyle, which is slightly annoying to me. Anyway, we are still an Imperial Nightblade. We are going to be making the same assumptions as for my previous stuff, with the background of having been in the Imperial Army or military before this whole setup came, and then having been a sellsword after that, with some, you know, interesting bats here and there. I'll talk more about it, and let's make our way out of here. Hello, Prophet! Also, I'm hoping my microphone, you know, recording quality is slightly better now.
Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place, yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety. Not yet.
Yeah, what do you want from me, man?
You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titanborn.
Hey, come open my cell, my friend.
You there! We are escaping. Let me open your door.
So,
That's it. Quickly, you must escape before the guards.
audio-wise, I'm hoping that the dialogues are a little more...
Quickly, follow Urgus.
Let me talk, my friend. Anyway, I'm hoping the dialogues...
In the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
I am trying to talk here. Can you please let me do that? Anyway, as I was about to say, I'm hoping the dialogues are a little more present now, like they were a little quiet in my previous video, and also I'm trying to fiddle with my headset's microphone quality slightly with some adjustments and things like that. So yeah, we're still going two-handed with heavy armor on a Nightblade, because that makes sense and stuff. And I'm trying to cut away some of the looting from this particular video piece and so on. So you don't have to, you know, watch me loot a lot of stuff and so forth. And we don't have any skills to do yet, no. Okay, let's go through here. Alright.
An enemy approaches. Strike it down.
What do you think I am doing? Have a mace to the face, silly skeleton, dude.
Do not slow, Vestige. With the passing of time, any indecision becomes decision.
Yeah. Anyway, going all philosophical on me. So, I promised to talk about
Another enemy blocks the path
about the
ahead.
move to the US server, and I might just as well do that right here. So,
Whoa there.
okay, after talking to her.
heard fighting. You got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. A fellow prisoner. The name's Silrace. What? Who told you to find me? The Prophet. He spoke to you? What did he say? Ha. That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamriel's a long way from here.
Okay, skill ups, eh? Skill points. What do we wanna strive first? Skill should be that, right? And then we have an attribute point. Health still gives plus 15, while if I went Magicka or Stamina, those are still plus 10, so health is most points per point spent, so to say. So the move to the US server, even though I play in Europe, or rather I live in Europe and typically play on European servers. Frankly,
we made it.
Yes, we did make it. Frankly, the mega server is the issue here.
Come, the sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find a way up. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Coldharbour. The sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet. I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready for anything. I doubt Molag Bal left the sentinels unguarded.
Yes, Jennifer Hale, let's go. So, Mega Server, I hope you gave that some thought while we were talking to her, to Silrace Titanborn, or rather I like to just call her Jennifer Hale because that's the voice actor they used. Anyway, Mega Server, basically the main reason for my move. There is also the fact that this the European server as well right now is located in the US, so there is no ping difference anyway for the time being, and having a little bit of a ping is not exactly a problem typically for MMORPGs. Because of, you know, compensation technologies and all that, those improvements that have been built in. However, Mega Server is the biggest culprit because in Europe, lots of people speak entirely different languages. So typically, games such as World of Warcraft, Star Wars: The Old Republic, previous games where you didn't have a Mega Server, you had.
Quickly, while he's blinded, we must get to the.
Yes, we will do that. You had different servers, right? For people from different countries and...
brutality knows of your escape.
Hurry, hurry. Speaking different languages, so you ended up with, you know, English speakers on their own servers, French and German speakers on their own servers, that sort of stuff. This does not happen with the Mega Server. Also, I still frankly quite believe that the voice for Silrace Titanborn to be heard, like for example with that explosion from the Flame Eternage, is not actually Jennifer Hale doing the voice acting for that. It's the generic female voice just put in there. But the reason I have this issue with the Mega Server is because I was already running into certain problems on the European server, such as, well, I like to craft stuff. I like to interact with people. I really love crafting. And when you are trying to sell things to people who frankly refuse to speak English for whatever reason, whether they are afraid of it or in this case even typing English, or they just don't know how, which I can completely understand. Some people don't know foreign languages, but it comes to the point where I'm like, I'm trying to sell you people stuff, you know, crafted things, materials, recipes for provisioning, whatever else, and folks simply...
Hermamora's whacking tongue. The door is
because,
warded.
well,
We'll never get
folks
in this
don't
way.
speak English necessarily. So it's kinda difficult at times. And also, after talking to her, give you one more example.
Damn it. Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Maybe Cadwell can help us. Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. He was already insane before he left Tamriel. Mad as a box of frogs, but completely harmless. You'll see. Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Coldharbour is a wondrous place. It's his home. And he knows it like the back of his hand. He's usually down by the river. Let's go find him.
So, another issue was trying to get into dungeon groups, because I already saw a bunch of different kinds of instance dungeon groups looking for people who specifically speak certain language, which is like, wait, can't we speak like English, a language common to like a lot of players on there? But it's like, obviously it fragments the community rather much in, well, obviously having different servers does as well, but then you don't have these issues where people just want certain language speakers in their groups, whatnot.
They faced each other, drew their bows.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day.
This Monty Python vibe it just doesn't do anything for me, I guess.
Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And fair Lyris, good to see you, my dear. How are
They
you?
really needed... This is the section they really needed to make an interaction between him and the Lyris, where they, like, at least Lyris responds to this greeting, you know? That would have made sense and stuff.
Oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt actually, full of traps and corpses and nasty beasties filling up the bits in between. Rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step, hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull bashing as well. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light and you'll find a ladder that will take you right up to the Prophet straight away. Do give him my best. Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you? Well, there's not much to tell, is there? It's the same old pish-tosh, gallant knight, epic quests, rescued maidens. I came to this land when my head was quite unceremoniously separated from my body. Bad luck that, but you make the best of things. Oh, quite a long time. In fact, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if I was the oldest of the Soul Shriven, of those who didn't go feral, that is. I know every tunnel and path, every nook and cranny. The others look up to me, I suppose. Ah, Lyris, girl's as mad as sheer Gorus jammies. Heart's in the right place, I suppose. Says she's got to rescue the Prophet to save us all from eternal torment. How an old blind man could do that is quite beyond me. An imperial gentleman. Apparently he was once a powerful mage, but the years haven't been kind. Lyris says he knows of a path back to Tamriel. I rather think that if one existed, I'd have found it by now. I hadn't actually given it much thought. Anything's possible, I suppose. Truth is, I've been here so long, this place feels like home. But a good uprising now and again is a pleasant diversion, so where's the harm, eh?
Okay, so everyone knows Sheogorath is mad as a box of frogs, but what does a box of frogs mean when it comes to mental condition anyway? Yeah, that really does not sound like Jennifer Hale on that damage cry. Okay, let's put the maze away and make our way out of here. So I also added a couple add-ons to the side of this stuff, such as, for example, well, in the top right corner you can see the loot add-on, which counts some of the loot what I am getting, because I have auto loot on, so I don't have to push like 3 different buttons just to loot a simple chest. or something along those lines. A couple other things. One to get rid of gold spam. You know, because there is already... It is an MMORPG, there is already going to be gold spam in here. Oh, come on. Didn't hit that spike. That is looted already. I'm just looting a couple extra things on my way, because looting is fun and stuff. Gonna try to spend a little less time on looting things so you folks don't get to, you know, all too bored on watching me just loot everything I come across. But I might cut some of that out of the videos rather. Or rather, not even record it in the first place. But this is the newbie area, the very tutorial area. I could have skipped this entirely, but I decided, well, it's part of the first part of the story of this character. So it's feels kind of like a requirement here, to be outright honest with you. Let's go into Prophet's cell here.
The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time.
Let's go into the Prophet's cage, and that's all the harness, huh? Okay, let's talk to you.
Alright, the good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him safe and get him back to Tamriel. I'm not going with you. I probably should have mentioned this before, but it never seemed like the right time. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their place. I need to swap places with the Prophet.
So, this is where the mindset of this particular character really comes into play. It's like, from these two, do what you must. If this is what you choose to do, then who am I to, like, stop you from doing it?
We can't possibly understand it right now, but the Prophet chose you for a reason. You're important, and everyone and everything we've ever loved is in danger. Get the Prophet to safety. I'll find my own way back, if I can. There are magical locking devices on either side of the cage. You need to deactivate both of them so I can begin the transfer. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go, but he'll need your eyes and your protection.
Damn girl, you are tall. Now, let's talk to the anchor pinions. I would like to pick one of these with me, you know, that would probably sell very well once I'm out of this place. Especially since there is two of them, I could like take both. That sort of stuff. So, let's...
I give myself that the Prophet might be free!
Free the Prophet!
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. Lyris sacrificed everything that we might go free. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. I wish that were possible, but I promise you, once we escape Coldharbour, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel that longs to be filled. It is as the scrolls foretold, but not exactly as I imagined. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Coldharbour. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you must lead me to it.
Hey, hold my hand. I'm gonna quickly loot all these urns, and I will see you in the next room. I don't want you folks to get bored by watching me loot, huh? And I came into the next room, and let's us deal our way out of this particular place. Have a mace to the face, skeleton! Hello, Molag Ball!
I am the face of pain. The souls of the damned are my weapons. You will know eons of suffering. Now I will protect you.
Come on. So I decided to, when I was starting this whole replay of this thing, as in, like, to start it anew and whatnot, I decided to not do this first video from first person view either, because there is still no field of view slider, and frankly, I'm not planning to play this game from first person view anyway, so it would have been more of a fan service than a, like, real thing to do. Come on, go down. Thank you. Then fall on me, so I can, like, go through you and stuff.
The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first you must reattune yourself to Nirn in order to regain your physical form. To do this, you will need a Sky Shard. A shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nirn. Some link them to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal form. I will summon one of these shards for you to absorb.
Okay, bring me a
Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing.
Sky Shard! Thank you.
There, quickly, collect the Sky Shard. Great Akatosh, dragon
So
god
I
of
am
time, your
now
children are
rooted
lost
in
the
Nirn.
fog between
This is where the
worlds.
Nirn roots
They cry out
came
for
to be.
mercy. Hear my voice, Akatosh. I require your strength. Let the way be opened.
I
Let
quite
these
like how
wandering
that looks.
souls return home. Let the will of Molag Bal be denied. Hurry! We must go now!
Okay, so, he's on his way, and so will I be soon. I'm going to loot this room quickly, and I will see you folks in the next episode of Leveling in Elder Scrolls Online.